I have sent a WhatsApp message with a file. It's a PowerPoint show called Capgemini Essay. So please download that. For those of you who have just joined, please download the PPT PowerPoint from the WhatsApp group. If you guys have downloaded, then we can start. Just let me know. You can send a text message in this meeting itself. If you're ready, we can start. As for your attendance, I'll be taking it at the end of this session. You don't have to send a message or anything. I'll take it in this meeting itself. I'll take the attendance in the meeting. If you have downloaded, just send me a text message. We can start with the PowerPoint. Yeah, if you have downloaded the PowerPoint, please send me a text message in this meeting itself so we can start. Have you guys downloaded? Can we start? Okay, great. So during this session, um, as for your attendance, I'll be taking at the end of this session. You don't have to send a text message or anything like that. I'll just take the attendance in the meeting itself. But as of now, during this session, we are going to have a look at the Capgemini recruitment process and mainly concentrate on the essay part that they ask in the first round of aptitude tests. Okay, so just open the PowerPoint show. Um, If you have the first page, you can see the details about the recruitment process. It consists of 3 rounds, which is a written or online test. It is going to be an online test. It is conducted by CoCubes, which is a company. Uh, it's a test making company. So they conduct the test for Capgemini. So in the first round, you have your aptitude test, which consists of 4 sections. In the second round, you have a technical interview, and in the third round, you have an HR interview. Okay, so the post, as you can see, is for a software engineer analyst, and your 3.8 lakhs per annum CTC is available with the 2 years agreement. Uh, Please go to the second slide. As you can see, for the first round in your aptitude test, it consists of 4 sections. The first 2 sections are your quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning together. That is, you have 16 questions each, and on the whole, for these 32 questions, you have 50 minutes. Okay. In the essay, you have only one question. Again, you have to type the essay in the editor of their software. So this goes on for 30 minutes. And in the next round, you have pseudo coding, which has 20 multiple choice questions. And this is also for half an hour. So what they actually ask during uh, the essay part in the Capgemini essay writing, which is also called paragraph writing test. So you can go to the third slide. Mostly they ask for latest topics. So you need to be pretty good with the news, latest news. There is a high chance that you might get the COVID-19 as your essay topic. Um, Pretty high chance. Because earlier, during the last year and the year before that, they were talking about mostly geopolitical issues like demonetization and stuff like that. So as you can see, uh, in the essay section, you need to write about 300 words. That's the limit. And this is scored out of 10. So you need to get at least 7 out of 10 in order to get through this particular round. Okay. So most of the topics are of the latest news. And an entire list of topics that they've asked earlier is also given in this PowerPoint show. So we'll come to that later. Please go to the next slide. As you can see, it's a 300-word essay, and how they correct your essay is given over here. You need to be careful about your spellings, punctuations, the usual stuff that you've been doing in school as well as college. Uh, Whatever you've written essays earlier, it's the same. And as you can see, paragraph paragraphs division is something that's really important. You need to have an introduction, body, and conclusion, minimum 3 paragraphs. So make sure that you divide them into paragraphs, and there is no need over here to use some long words or difficult words or anything like that. They just look at simple sentences. You need not make pretty long sentences. You need not use some really heavy words in order to get through this essay. It's a pretty simple task as such. They just want to know whether you can frame sentences properly, and you can deliver your content properly. That's the whole idea of checking you during the essay. Okay. Please go to the next slide. As you can see, it says the quality of the content is more important. It's the most important thing. And the 4 topics that are given over there, these are the topics that were asked during the last year and the year before that. So as you can see, hard work or talent, which is more important. Pretty generalized topics only. Then they're talking about knowledge gained with experience. Compare that to knowledge gained from books, which is more important. The third topic, as you can see, they're talking about cloning in order to capture talent. So, as you know, cloning was a pretty debatable as well as a futuristic thing that people have been doing. There's animal cloning. You must have heard of that sheep. Uh, as well as they're doing a lot of research in human cloning. So that's one topic that came during the last couple of years. And then they're talking about violent video games. Uh, is it on a negative basis, or you have lots of positives also when you have video games? But some of them are really violent. So how they affect the children? These are some of the topics that they asked. The next slide, the guidelines or format, is the most important slide. Please go to that. When you have an essay, please, as I said earlier, divide them into paragraphs. Okay, so you have an introduction where you get into the topic, how you're supposed to, uh, introduce the topic is very important. See, normally, a small tip on how you write essays. When you see the topic, there are various things that come to your mind, various points that come to your mind, which is pretty natural. So the best way to write an essay is to note down these points initially in a rough sheet. Okay, so once you're done with that, you can number them. That is, which point should come first, second, third. You rearrange them in order, right? And then you expand and write your essay. Now, the best way is to come up with at least 10 to 12 points for an essay, which you can expand and write. So these are going to be in the body, which are your points of view. Always use some facts or real-time evidence. This will help you in writing more, and it will support your point of view. Use personal examples. You would have faced that particular situation, or your friends or your relatives, they might have faced this kind of a situation given in the topic. So you can give personal examples, and then finally you go with a conclusion. All right, conclusion is going to be a summary of what you have already written in the essay. Okay, then you have evaluation pointers. These are something, as mentioned earlier, this is in detail. So you need to have unique points of view. Like your university exams, please don't write a lot of stories. That is not at all taken into consideration. Okay, you need to have unique points of view. uh, then you have coherence. Coherence means flow of thought. So from one sentence to the other, from one paragraph to the next paragraph, they'll see if there is a good flow going in the essay. So you solve that problem when you had written points earlier. For I told you that you write 10 or 12 points initially in a rough sheet. So at that point of time, when you number those points, you obviously have the flow in a nice manner, right? So that is what you're supposed to do when it comes to coherence. Make sure that the flow of thought is pretty good. They give you a lot of points for that. And of course, when it comes to essays, the most important thing is sentence structure, which is your grammar. You need to have your tenses, active voice, all that perfectly done. Of course, spelling is important. Please don't misspell any words. In terms of punctuation, please don't use semicolons or colons or dashes and all that stuff. Just stick with commas and full stops. These two are enough. And don't make the sentence really long. The longer you make the sentence, the more are chances that you'll make mistakes. So that's absolutely not necessary. Please make sure that you have short and sweet sentences, subject, verb, object, very simple sentences, maximum 8, 10 words, 12 words for a sentence. That should do. Okay. Then comes capitalization. When it comes to capitalization, you always capitalize the beginning of the sentence, and you capitalize proper nouns, right? Proper nouns are names of places, names of persons. These are two things which are called proper nouns. So always capitalize those. And sometimes I've noticed that people capitalize an entire word to make sure that it is highlighted or anything like that. If you want to put emphasis on that particular word, please don't do that. It's wrong. It's wrong English. You cannot capitalize, you cannot make things bold, you cannot make things, you cannot underline a word in order to show emphasis for that particular word. Just make sure that you capitalize only proper nouns or the beginning of the sentence. Please do not capitalize any other words. Okay. And then of course repetition. Sometimes you don't have enough stuff to write. At that point of time, you take a previous sentence and then rearrange the words, rephrase everything, and then tell the whole same point again. Please don't do that. As you can see in the first point, you need to have unique points of view. So make sure that uh, you don't repeat any sentences as such. Okay. Then go on to the next slide. This is how they cut your points if you make errors. So you can see only one error, up to one error is fine. But then if you have two or three errors, your score keeps coming down. So you can have a look at this in detail maybe later. In the next slide, you have a sample essay. You can go through this later. Okay. So I'll just give you a rough idea on how this guy has written the essay. So in the beginning, in the introduction paragraph, what he has done is he's talked about how technology has connected people. So he has talked about uh, how it connects us worldwide, how it gives local news and helps with travel, and enhances education. These are the 4 points he's going to talk about inside the essay. So he's just given that as an introduction paragraph. In the next paragraph, you can see he's talking only about travel. So for that, he gives an example of GPS systems. So please use examples and real-time evidences in your essay to support your point of view. In the next paragraph, he talks about world or local news. So there he's talking about how weather and smartphones let us get updates on the patterns and all that. So, and then in the next paragraph, he's talking about how technology is used in education. Very simple example is how we are using it right now. We are using uh, Google Meet in order to connect. So how teachers teach and how students are able to gain information using technology. Right? And finally, he has given a conclusion, small paragraph, wherein he has summarized what is already mentioned earlier. And then he's talking about how technology in the future will help us in living a better life. So it's a beautiful way of ending the essay. So as you can see, there's not much complication in this essay. Quite simple. He has given some examples, real-time evidence, facts, all that stuff. Nice introduction, 3 points, and then finally a conclusion. Okay, so this is how you write essays. Uh, then you have some topics, the list of topics that they've already asked in Capgemini earlier. Okay, so this is quite useful for you guys. So that's about it with the presentation. What I want you guys to do is you need to write an essay and upload it in Moodle. I have created one assignment over there. So I'll just text that to you right now. Just hold on. Yeah, did you get the text? In Moodle, you have an aptitude section. So in that, I have created an assignment 2020 crash course, Capgemini essay. And then you have impact of social networking sites. So please make sure that you upload it before end of day today. Okay. The topic is impact of social networking sites. Did you guys get the text? Are you guys listening to me? Or slept off?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please upload this essay. You type it in Microsoft Word or you can save it as a PDF. But please don't write the essay in a paper or anything like that. It has to be typed. Okay, type it and upload it onto Moodle by end of day today. Okay, so that's all for our session today. What we'll do now is I'll take your attendance and then we can finish up with the class. Okay, so when I call out your name, please tell me if you're present and I'll mark your attendance. Pushpalata. Okay. Naveen Kumar.
Present, sir.
Harshita.
Yes, sir.
Chandra Kirtana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pavan Kumar. Pavan Kumar not there. Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Balaji. Not there. Chetan. Vinay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kurinji.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Kurinji Malar. Both are there, huh?
Present, sir.
Okay. Lekha Sri. Lekha Sri not there. Lokesh.
Present, sir.
Lekha is there, huh? Okay. Lokesh is there. Lokeshwari.
Present, sir.
Okay. Pavan Sai. Okay. Vitesh Reddy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madhavan. Madhavan not there. Madhumati.
Present, sir.
Okay. Mageshwaran. Yeah. Mageshwaran. Magudishwaran.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mahalakshmi.
Present, sir.
Malavika. Malavika இல்லையா? Subba Reddy.
Present, sir.
யார் பாது? Malavika there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Subba Reddy.
Present, sir.
Okay. Manivannan. Maria Sahaya. Okay. Shiva Reddy. இல்லையா? Kirti.
Sir.
யார் பாது?
Present, sir.
Shiva Reddy is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kirti is there?
Present, sir.
Okay. Aryan Suhas.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Meena.
Yes, sir.
Meenakshi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Meena Lochini. Yeah. Harshit Kumar. Hemant Chaudhary.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Lokesh Dhananjay. Not there. Sumant. Yeah. Mohammad Fazil. Fazil.
Present, sir.
Okay. Mohammad Nabil.
Present, sir.
Okay. Mohammad Wasim. Not there. Monisha.
Present, sir.
Okay. Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya. Not there. Rishita.
Yes, sir.
Sneha Reddy.
Yes, sir.
Mohammad Mushtaq.
Present, sir.
Okay. Mukesh. Mukesh not there. Pavan Kumar Raju. Mohit. Maitriyan. Not there. Nagarja Vismita. Vismita.
Present, sir.
Yaar bade? Nagarjun.
Sir, Vismita present, sir.
Okay, okay. Nagarjun S. Nagarjun, na? Nagarjun. Nagarjun S. Okay. Surya Krishna. Nandishwaran. Nandini.
Present, sir.
Okay. Naresh.
Present, sir.
Okay. Prem Sai. Okay. Navin Kumar. MK.
Present, sir.
Navin Kumar S. Okay. Prasanna Lakshmi. Not there. Shiva Krishna. Shiva Krishna. Not there.
Present.
Chandrasekhar. Giri Prasad. Not there. Okay, did I miss anyone? Malavika, okay. 188. So Prasanna Lakshmi is available, huh? 188. Okay. Okay, that's it. Have I missed anyone? Attendance? One 38. Chetan. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. That's it. We'll wind up with the meeting now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.